Hello everybody, it is Stefan here. Welcome to my first video in English. Well, I speak usually Swedish, but I'm gonna try one in English here and see. I've made a couple of videos doing oil changes in Swedish, so I thought maybe I should try one in English. So yeah, well, let's get on it. Here we have Volvo Transmission Oil. It's their own brand. Well, I don't think they're making the oil, but at least they put it in. It looks like that, at least. We have some O-rings here because we're going to change 3 of them during this process. And for this, I have made a printout from Volvo Vida. It's well, it's instructions how you do this oil change. So yeah, it's pretty much as I've made a video in Swedish of the what is it called? TG-81SC. And this, well, I forgot to mention, but this is my Volvo XC90. It's a 2017. And this has a TG-81SC transmission. So it's pretty much the same, I think. So we'll see during the process. So I don't know. Let's get on it. I thought maybe I could share a little close up here on the part numbers. This is for the oil. This is for the O-ring, and this one goes on the drain plug. There are 2 O-rings for that. I think it's those 2. I'm not sure, but and this is for the fill plug, another O-ring. You have the part numbers here for them. I will also put them in the description below. And for this I have 12 liter of oil. I'm not sure. Well, I was thinking of maybe doing at least. We're gonna do a fill drain technique. It's called. We're gonna fill and then we're gonna drain it and then we're gonna fill and drain. And I don't know how much comes out when we drain it the first time. If we only get out like 4 liters, then I think we can do two fill and drains, and then put the level with the last one. I'm not sure, so we're gonna try. We're gonna see. Well, I've never done this before, so well, not on this type of transmission. So, but we'll see. Maybe it will be perfect with 12. This model has air suspension, so if you're gonna lift the car, you need to put the air suspension in service mode, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. And you do it from here. So if you turn on the ignition, well, at least start this up. Okay, and then we pull down this menu here. Then we go to settings and my car, and parking brake and suspension, and disable leveling control. It says use when performing service on the car, because this if you jack up the car with this unticked, it's gonna try to do some leveling control, fill the fill the air suspension with air and so on. The compressor will probably, I don't know. It's best to do this at least. Okay, so what we need to do is remove this air filter box. To do this, we need to loosen this clamp here. And the connector for the mass airflow sensor, like that, and loosen it from the box here. The cable is attached to with a, I don't know what's called in English. it's in there real good. It looks like that. Now I believe we have to remove this. I've never done this before, so but I think we're gonna make it like that. Now the box should be able to just pull straight up. Like that. Well, I have a T8 model, so I have this electrical stuff here. So, but the fill plug is right there. So you need to move this hose a little bit to reach it. It's a T55. We're gonna loosen this first. I believe the transmission oil is never changed in this car, so this is probably gonna be stuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be careful here so you don't drop it. There we go. Yep. That oil looks dirty. Now let's lift it up. Well, underneath here we have to remove, I don't know how many it is, but it's T30 Torx. It's a bunch. All right, here we go. It was 10 of them. Okay, so what we are gonna do now is loosen this. This drain plug has two functions. It's a level plug and the drain. So we're first gonna loosen the level plug, and that is a T40 Torx. Might come out some fluid here now, so, and if you have used the car it might be hot, so be careful here. And be ready to have a drain bucket, or whatever it's called, I don't know, drain pan. Okay, here we have some liquid coming out. So we're gonna let this drip for a bit. And I don't know if I said it, but this oil is never changed. So, well, it has some redness to it, but not as much as I want. So we're gonna let this drain for a bit. Okay, now it starts dripping here, so then we're gonna use Allen, I don't know what it's called, Allen socket or something. It looked like a big, yeah, big Allen. Big Allen. So we're gonna lose the drain plug now. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, Jesus. And now it's gonna come out a lot more fluid. I don't know how to do this without filling my sleeve with oil. As I said, this is the first time for me doing it on this type of car, as well as transmission. Oh, it's stuck. I think I'm gonna have to go with this one. Okay, now we go. It's the O-ring that makes it go. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, we're gonna let this drain for a bit. Be right back. Okay, well, now it's just dripping here, so we're gonna put this back, and we're not gonna change the O-rings yet. We're gonna do it later on. So I screw this back on here. And we're not gonna have to make this so hard, just like that. And then we take the small one, and we're not changing this O-ring either yet. I think I can even do it finger tight like that. So, okay, now let's fill some oil. For fun, I'm gonna measure how much oil we managed to drain. Okay, well, it seems that we have 3 liters. So if my calculations are right, I'm gonna be able to make 2 fill and 2 fill and 2 drains, and then we can use the last jug to set the level. So now we can lower the car again. Okay, so we have a funnel, I think it's called funnel. It's a long one, and make sure that it's clean. I have sprayed this with some brake cleaner and wiped it out, so I suppose it's clean. And then just like that. And then we take our first 4 liter. And we just pour this in. I know that we fill, we only got 3 liters out, and we fill with 4 liters. It doesn't matter, the level is going to be a little bit higher, but we're just gonna mix this new oil with the old oil that's still in the torque converter, and that is the reason we do this fill drain, because we want to mix the dirty oil from the torque converter. So yeah, it's you could call it yeah, wasting good oil, just using it to mix with. So yeah, actually I think this can, no, I'm gonna take it out. So now we're gonna start the car. I'm gonna put the airbox back because I don't wanna run the engine without the air filter. So we're gonna start up the car, and we're gonna go through the gears and let the oil mix a little bit in the transmission. And yeah, well, then we're gonna drain it like we did before. And yeah, we're gonna do this 2 times, and then we're gonna set the level with the last jug. I'm just gonna, this is the fill plug, I'm just gonna lay it over the hole. I don't know if it's gonna splash up here or not, so better be safe than sorry. Okay, here we are in the car. Make sure the parking brake is on, because we're gonna put in some gears here. And I'm gonna start it up now. Well, this is a T8, so I have to... Yeah, there's a lot of noise here now. Yeah. Okay, I guess we have to live with that. Says the hood is open, so. But let's start it up. Drive mode. Go. We can go for like, I don't know. Doesn't matter what. Just start the engine. Now the engine is running. And now I'm gonna, it's in park right now, so I'm gonna go into neutral, drive, and then I have what's called shifting paddles. So I'm gonna go through all the manual gears as well. So, but you can do it if you have you go to B first, and then if you pull it one more time, you see we are in the first gear. That's all you can do, but I have the paddles here, so I think I can switch to number 2. Just a couple of seconds. Well, I can go further than 3, okay? Never mind. We're just gonna let the oil mix in the transmission now, so. I'm gonna go through the gears one more time. Let it mix up real good. Strange. It's a 8-gear transmission, but can only go to 3rd gear. And then go back to park. Alright, now we can turn it off. Let's see, I don't know if I have to go in here again, and I think it, no, it's still disabled here, so. Okay, so up we go again. We're just gonna do it like last time. Open level plug first. And since we have a bit more fluid in the gearbox now, it's gonna... Gearbox transmission. I don't know what the right word is. But we have about 1 more liter now, so... So yeah, we can see it is a little bit more red now. It's perfect. I don't know if you can see it, but It's a little difference. Okay, well, I don't think you need to see me do this one more time. It's exactly the same as before, so we'll skip to the part when we are done here. Yeah, so here comes the first drain out. Yeah, I can see a big difference now with only 4 liters. It's a lot more red now than before. I'm gonna pour up some samples in some glasses here so we can compare later. So yeah, gonna let this drip and then put everything back on, and then we refill with another 4 liter. For fun, let's measure how much we got out this time. It should be 4 liters, I don't know. Haha, well, you don't fool me. 4 liters. Okay, this is gonna be perfect with 12 liters of oil in total. Remove the plug. Open up another 4 liter. Like that. Like that. Yeah, so I closed the hood this time, so let's start it up. We can do AWD. Yeah, same time as last time, as before. Go through the gears. Neutral. Drive. The instruction says about 2 seconds on every gear. Well, it's not that important. I'm gonna do this 3 times. To make sure we got a good mix on the oil there. I can feel there's a pretty rough changing in gears. I can tell that the transmission has too much oil in it. And park. Turned off. I'm just gonna check here to be sure that it's still in service mode. Yeah, it is. Same procedure as last time. First the level plug and let it drain. Wow, yeah, it looks good now. Now it looks red. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna let this drain and so on, and I noticed it's a hell of a lot easier to start unscrewing this before this starts dripping. Don't get so much on your fingers. Yeah, this looks nice. The last 4 is gonna make a big difference, I think. Looks really nice. Can you see it? This is the second drain we do. While that one is dripping, this was the last time we removed this drain plug, so we can remove this O-ring here. We put a new one, and of the 2 big ones, I'm pretty sure that it is this one that we use. The one that is named like this. And the other one is for the fill plug. So, yeah. Yeah, like that. Well, it's just dripping here now, so I'm gonna put this back. And we're gonna torque this to 35 Newton meters. I will put it in pounds or whatever, foot pounds or whatever you use, over the sea, like that. And then we put back the level plug. We still don't change this yet, because we're gonna loosen it one more time when we set the level. So just finger tight this, like before. Okay, so now we will do the set the level. I'm just gonna remove this. Okay, so I've done some calculations. We know that we only got 3 liters after we did the first drain. That means that I'm not gonna have to put more than 3 liters now, because 3 liters of cold oil, the one that we drained first time, it was actually a little bit, I have been using the car, so I don't know, maybe it was 30-40 degrees or something. So, but to be sure, I'm gonna put 3.5, just to be sure. I know it's gonna be way too much, but I don't wanna, if my calculations are wrong, I don't wanna be here and do all this stuff again. Loosen the plugs and stuff. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, I don't know how they measure this, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, here we go. These 3 liters, it will expand when it gets hot. Let's see how much we got. 1 more liter. Okay, there we go. I have about a half liter left here. And that was also the last time we have to remove this, so we changed the O-ring. I don't know, maybe it's not, oops, okay, that fell to the floor. Maybe it's, I don't think it's deadly serious to change these, because they only cost a few crowns here in Sweden. So it says in the instruction that you should replace this. I do that. Okay, very nice. Let's put this back. And we torque this to 35 Newton as well. Okay. And we put the filter house, air box. Mass airflow sensor, connector, like that. Perfect. Okay, here we are back in the car again, and we start it up. And we do as before. I'm not gonna show it now. I'm just gonna go through the gears like we did last time. Okay, so we only have to do this one time. It's enough. Yeah, since we are going to set the level now, we need to warm up the transmission oil to 50 degrees. Yeah, well, it's gonna be here on idle for quite a lot of time. But to check the temperature, I have a code reader. And well, I don't think, yeah, well, this, to set the level with the temperature is quite important, I think, so you get exactly the right level. But the thing after, when you have to, well, you don't have to, is to reset the oil counter. But I don't think that is really necessary. You're still going to be able to use the car. But I'm gonna hook this up. Diagnosis, control unit, transmission control module. We're gonna go to live data, and then we're gonna look for the transmission temperature, something, if we can find it. Transmission oil temperature, TCM. It's already at 40 degrees, so yay. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and watch until this gets to 50 degrees. Then we're gonna go and set the level. Be right back. Okay, here we go. Now we have 50 degrees. 50 degrees Celsius, I forgot to mention. So yeah, 50 degrees Celsius. So now we're gonna go under the car again. So yeah, I hope you can hear me. While the car is in idle, running, we will loosen the level plug here. We will let it drain, and it will automatically set the correct level of the transmission. Be careful, this is 50 degrees now, so make sure you don't, oh, ow, make you don't get it on your fingers. So yeah, now it will automatically set the correct level until when it starts dripping here. So this is all the excess fluid that comes out now. but it looks really nice now. Yeah, so now we can change the O-ring on the level plug here. Nice. And yeah, well, also stopped dripping here now, so I'm gonna put this back. And we torque this to 8 Newton meters. There we go. And we can blast this with some brake cleaner. Okay, so now I will put splash guard, put it back, and see you soon. Okay, so now we can I can turn off the car. And then set ignition. I just turn on the ignition to number 2. Now we're gonna special function here. We are going to reset the oil counter. There was another option here for read out the transmission oil temperature. I don't know which we are going to. Reset adaption maybe. Click the button, start reset adaption values. Start. Okay, completed. The adaption is I can't go into details, but usually if you do some if you have changed the transmission or you have opened it and like you have renovated, what's it called? Like if you have replaced something inside the transmission, you do an adaptation. But you can do it as well if you do the oil change. I thought there was an oil counter here actually, but I can't see any. So I suppose we don't have to do that. So I suppose we are done. I ran out of these plastic glasses, so I have to use a real one. And this is the oil from now when we set the level. So this is the actual oil in the transmission. I was thinking we are going to see the difference here between the drains we have done, fill drain procedure. It's hard to see any difference just like this, so I'm gonna turn off the lights here in the garage and put the flashlight, and yeah, you're gonna see. So yeah, this is the first drain we did. As you can see, the light doesn't penetrate the fluid at all. And then we go to the second one. Now you can see a little bit of light coming through there. It means there are less particles in the oil. And here you can see very much more of the light penetrating. And here we have the oil that's in the gearbox transmission right now. So yeah, it's a big difference from the first one. Okay, so we are done. I'm not sure I'm gonna notice any difference in the driving, because I didn't notice something. Well, there was nothing wrong with the transmission before I did this. So, but this car has 138,000 kilometers. So. And the oil has never been changed, so I think this was a good thing to do. Now I know the transmission will last for a lot longer, and yeah, it's not so hard doing this. It's quite easy. It takes a little bit of time, but well, most of the time is just to heat up the transmission oil to 50 degrees, so you can set the level. But yeah, this was all that we got from when we set the level at the end. And yeah, I think 3.5 liter in the last fill there. It was yeah, it was perfect. It looks like I could have made it with only 3 liter, because this is almost half a liter. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was my first video in English, so we'll see how it goes with this video. If it's appreciated, and maybe I will continue doing English videos, English speaking videos. So yeah, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Wow. Yeah, well, the channel is still in Swedish, but well, I think so. But you can subscribe if you want. I don't mind. So, yeah. Well, I don't have any more to say. Yeah, that was all. See you in the next one. Bye.